Meeting today. This is February 21st, 2024. Would you all please stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Item 1 on our agenda is approval of minutes from our February 7th commission meeting. Do you have any corrections? Or
I saw no corrections, no adjustments.
I didn't either. I'll make a motion to approve.
All second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Item 2 is Castle Country Classic Livestock Show. Crystal Thayn. And if you'll say your name real good, loud, and clear when you come up, that'll help.
Hi, I am Walker Hyatt. We are here representing the Castle Country Classic Livestock Show. As a reminder, this is a jackpot livestock show for only Carbon and Emery County kids. We are not sanctioned with 4-H or FFA and are not funded by any source other than our sponsors. This will be our 4th year putting it on, and each year we will have seen growth and improvement. Last year, our show was a huge success with 137 youth participating. Those 137 kids brought 171 animals to be shown, all from Carbon and Emery counties. We are currently looking for sponsors for our 2024 show.
My name is Ava Crosland. We also do a beginning showmanship show for the younger kids to give them a chance to compete as well. We are super excited to continue doing this. Last year, the show gave shirts and hats to everyone that participated. They're hoping to be able to do the same, something like that again this year. This year, we are going to do a Hawaiian theme for the show that will be really fun. This year I get to show in the regular show for the first time. I am so excited. The committee makes sure that they get a judge from out of state so that the judge doesn't know any of the kids that are participating. Thanks for our sponsors at our show last year. We are able to provide 49 trophy buckles for the contestants to complete and 9 Pee-wee buckles. Many of the contestants were able to win their very first buckle at this show, which was really exciting.
My name is Deegan Westover. We would like to be able to provide some opportunities for the contestants this year. We appreciate any amount that you are able to donate for our show this year. Without donations, the show does not happen, and each year this show continues to grow. Thank you for considering our request.
In closing, I just want to share a thought. My ribbons define who I am, not because I always win, because I certainly don't always win. They define who I am because they represent the long, hard hours of hard work and sweat, wanting to give up, but still going, just to achieve my goals, because that is who I am.
Well, thank you, all three of you.
Yeah, you guys did great.
Pretty brave coming up here in front of all these people. Any questions for them?
I don't have any questions. I think there's huge value in this, and it seems to be growing. So,
I do have one question. Is it both in Carbon and Emery, or will there be one or two? Or multiple?
Right now, we only have it in Emery County right now.
Okay.
can you state your name just so she has it on?
Josh Westover.
Thanks.
One of the heads of the committee of that stock show. As I said, we only do it in Emery County right now at the Thayn facility, because at this time the Thayn facility is about the only one that can handle stock show. When we first started, we did look into the fairgrounds here because we would like to get to where we rotate from Carbon and Emery every year. So that's where we'd like to get, and we're working to get that way, but it's just in Emery County right now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think it is worthwhile as well. I think, do we know what we did last year, Seth? Put you on the spot.
I'm sorry, I didn't check. I think around 1,500, but I'd have to check.
That's what I remember from last year too, but
Does that sound right? The 1,500?
Okay.
There's no more conversation. I'll go ahead and make a motion then that we make a donation to the Castle Country Classic Livestock Show in the amount of $1,500.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Item 3 on our agenda is ratification of National Children's Alliance Accreditation Agreement. Shelley Wright.
Just in time. So every 5 years, the Children's Justice Center goes through an accreditation process with the National Children's Alliance. It's a year-long project, a year of preparing the application, and then the members of the National Children's Alliance will come and do a site visit. And so they attend case review staffings, they have interviews with our detectives, interviews with our caseworkers, and basically they're there to make sure that we're following the standards, the national standards to run the Children's Justice Centers. Most of the centers across the state are accredited through the National Children's Alliance, and we've been accredited since 2001. So yeah, this is kind of like round 3, round 4 for me. But what's on the agenda tonight is we had to ratify the agreement, the license agreement, and the acknowledging the accreditation requirements. So the license agreement has to do with we use the National Children's Alliance logo on our publications, our pamphlets, anything that's Children's Justice Center related. Letters, if I happen to write a letter and it's related to the Children's Justice Center business, it has to have NCA logo, those kinds of things. Acknowledging the accreditation process is what we're doing, is acknowledging that we are following the National Children's Alliance standards, we're meeting the requirements, and yeah. The one of the reasons that we go through accreditation is because we get funds, non-competitive dollars, which is great because we can use those dollars towards salaries, we can use it towards training. Right now we put with the help of the Attorney General's office and our contract with them, they actually put those dollars underneath our training funds. And every year we send our members of our multidisciplinary team to the Children's Justice Symposium. So those dollars help fund that. So this is pretty important to us. Yeah, so it's just fun.
Well, and the CJC is an important thing to our community as well. So appreciate what you and your staff do out there. And
Thank you.
It's not an easy job.
No.
Thank you for doing it.
Thank you so much.
Agreed. I'll make a motion to approve the ratification of the National Children's Alliance Accreditation Agreement.
And I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
Great.
Thanks, Shelley.
Thank you so much.
Item 4 is open sealed bids for 2023 large truck and trailer tires. The road department.
We have 2 bids. This one's from Dinosaur Tire and Price.
So each of those bidders who submitted bids came to the road department to pick up a bid sheet that lists 11 different tires that we use on our trucks and trailers. And so there will be pricing for each of those 11 tires, also pricing for any alternates that they have proposed. And so the bid is very in-depth. There's also, in this quote from Dinosaur Tire, there's an explanation of the service that they offer, the quoted prices, as well as warranty information that we'll need to review. But we acknowledge that we do have a complete bid from Dinosaur Tire. This bid package is from Southern Tire Mart. And their bid package also includes services offered and warranty information to be reviewed, but pricing for all of the tires that we requested, as well as some proposed alternates.
Thanks, Daniel. I think the best route here would be to give Daniel and John and myself some time to review those and award based on the packet.
I'll make a motion that we acknowledge the awards, or acknowledge the bids, and turn it over to Daniel, Larry, and John at the road shop for review and award.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion carries. Item 5 is open sealed bids for 2023 Carbon County scrap metal removal. The road department also, this would be for the landfill, the scrap metal over there.
So we also received 2 bids. First one's from Howell and Sons.
Who was it again?
What instance?
Howell and Sons.
Their price for removal of scrap metal is $46 per ton. The other aspect of that bid is for the removal of CFCs, or the refrigerant, from the items that we received that have those chemicals in them. It indicates that they will remove those products from the landfill, and then their company or the company they hire will be licensed to process those chemicals.
And that's all at that $46. Okay.
The second bid is from Stevenson Metal Recycling. Their price for scrap metal is $63 per ton. They have been responsible for that effort at the landfill for these last few years, and they've handled the removal of those chemicals off-site also. So Howe and Sons is the apparent low at a price of $46 per ton, and Stevenson's as the apparent second as $63 per ton.
Is that backwards?
I think
No,
That's backwards.
Yeah, I think
They're paying us for that, isn't it?
yeah.
so Stevenson's would be
63 a ton.
at 63. Any questions?
Have no questions.
I'll make a motion that we let Daniel, John, does he need to be a part of that? Yeah, Daniel, John, and Commissioner Jensen evaluate those bids and then award to the best offer.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Item 6, open sealed bids for sport utility vehicle, the Sheriff's Department.
I believe we have 2 bids. This one's from Auto Farm, and it's for a 2021 Ford Explorer XLT, 21,000 miles, and it's for $32,997. Looks like this one's also from Auto Farm. It's for a 2023 Ford Explorer Limited. Has 16,590 miles, and it's $41,996.
Any questions?
Just looking at the bid notice, it said any new or used with fewer than 20,000 miles, or are you willing to look at the one with 21,000 miles? Is that okay?
If there's no further conversation, I'll make a motion to let Sheriff Wood, Commissioner Hopes review the bids and then proceed forward with the best value.
Okay, I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 7 is open sealed bids for a vehicle for the search and rescue group.
We have 4 bids for this item. The first one's from JN Auto. It's for a 2021 Ford F-250 XLT crew cab, 4-door. And I don't see a mileage. Price is $49,995. Second one is also from JN Auto. It's for a 2022 Ford F-250 XLT crew cab, 4-door. And it's for $48,995. Again, I don't see any mileage on there. This one's from Auto Farm. It's for a 2024 Ram 3500 4x4 Tradesman. It's $70,813. Just looking for a mileage, but
That one might be new.
yeah, sounds pretty new. Just checking. Okay. This one, I believe, from Carl Malone Power Sports from Provo. This one is for, hopefully we have that one on there. Yeah, this looks like it's for a Ski-Doo.
Gonna go in the back of the truck, right?
I guess so.
I wonder if that, Jeff, do you have a bid out for snowmobiles for search and rescue?
We ended up,
I think that's what that one was for.
Yep. Yeah. We'll have to acknowledge that one. I didn't look at the price, so we can sell it back up or have them send us a new sealed bid.
Okay, so it looks like we have 3. 2 from JN Auto used vehicles and 1 from Auto Farm that's probably new.
Jeff, I think it might be good if you explain to the public what funds are purchasing this.
for the search and rescue vehicle.
Yeah.
So it's what we've done is we've saved our money from the demolition derby proceeds. Excuse me, Mike. The public may not be able to hear you because sorry.
All right. So what we've done, we used the money that we've earned from the proceeds from the demolition derby, and that's what we want to purchase this vehicle with. The need is we have Big Red, we call it. It's bigger than a 1-ton, I think, truck that we use to pull things with. We don't have anything else. So if we're pulling our snowcat and snowmobiles, we really don't have the means to safely pull the snowmobiles. We've used the Durangos that we have out there, but they're getting pretty old. So we were hoping to get a crew cab truck that could pull UTVs, snowmobiles, things like that. So we're thinking 3/4 ton, 1 ton, something along there.
Perfect. Thank you. And these are not county funds. These are specific to search and rescue.
Yep, they're funds generated by search and rescue, and they've been saved over the years. That's where we're at. So
Perfect. Thank you.
Do these vehicles fall within the budget?
I think they do. Yeah, I think we're okay within there. I want to look at them and see if they'll meet our needs.
So where this is not for the county, who do you want to turn this over to look at and review? Obviously yourself.
And you.
Okay. That works.
Well, with that, I'll go ahead and make a motion then that we acknowledge the 3 bids. We allow Sheriff Wood and Commissioner Hopes, to evaluate and proceed with the best value.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Item 8 is consideration and possible approval of the 2024 budget for the Cooperative Agreement for Utah State University Extension Service with Cardin County. And I probably can talk to this one. This is just an agreement with the University, Utah State, who provides an extension service for us here in the Valley. And part of our obligation is to provide them with an office to work out of, and also to help fund one of the employees. So this is our standard agreement with them, and nothing has really changed. There's been a bump from last year for some salary increase a little bit, but it's for $66,700. And it takes care of a permanent employee, a temporary employee, some benefits for the permanent employee, some travel, office supplies, some 4-H things, some money for the livestock show, and that's the size of it. Any questions?
I don't have any questions. I'll make a motion to approve the 2024 budget for the Cooperative Agreement with Utah State Extension Services.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Item 9 is consideration and possible approval of contract with Motorola Solutions FLEX Software for public safety.
Commissioners, I think I can handle this one. So at dispatch, the state used a software that we were using as well, Fat Pot and another system, eForce. The state moved away from both Fat Pot and E-Force. The state will cover the transition of one of those, but then the county and all of the cities are held responsible for moving over. As we went out, the state went to Tyler Technologies. We're going with a similar technology that will work with the state technology, so they'll all talk. It's the same company. It's just the downgraded version from what the state got. It's through Motorola Solutions. This is just the agreement with Motorola. As far as the funding goes, for this first year, we were able to get a CIB grant to pay half of the cost of this transition, because there's a large upfront cost to purchase the software and all the equipment that goes with it. So there's a half, 50% of it will be through a CIB grant, 50% of it will be through some of our tourism funds that we've saved up over the years, which is an allowable purchase. And we also had some 911 funds that were held in reserve from the county that's allowable to this. So that'll pay up to 75% of the total grant or total purchase price, and then the remaining 25% will be split out to each of the entities by their proportionate amount of the total dollar figure in the end. So this is just the agreement, and the money's in place. It will be a continued, every year there will be a licensing fee that we will pay. It's similar to what we paid for E-Force and Fat Pot. So,
Okay, and this is not just for the county, not for the sheriff. It's for the cities.
correct. So the first year there is an agreement with Motorola with the county, and then we have sub-agreements with all of the cities. After this year, each city will have their own agreements. Once everything's purchased, they'll have their own agreements and they will pay their own bills. And we won't have anything to do with that. It's just this first year where we all combine together to get a better price.
No questions? But a motion.
Go ahead.
I'll go ahead and make a motion then that we approve the contract with Motorola Solutions FLEX Software for public safety.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. They entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Thanks, everybody.